So I started this piece back in March in my sketchbook. Well, started and finished, but I digress. And I really liked it at the time, and I'll be honest, I still really like it, but I've realized that there's some things that I could change about it. So I figured I'd talk about what those things are and show you the digital version of this that I'm working on to try and sort of fix, but also just like try and improve it and make it a better piece. I've been trying to focus my art lately on like a particular function, and I really do want to focus on illustration. So part of building a portfolio is making art and improving on it when you can. So here we go. So the first thing looking at this is that there's a lot of green, and while this is kind of like the subject, the fact that my green monster is green means he kind of blends in with the background. I freaking love this guy in the background, but he sort of fades away just because there's so little contrast with him in the sky. So I feel like when I look at this, my eye doesn't necessarily know where to go. And same with this guy. Like, he's kind of funky, but because it's the purple on the blue with the sort of blue toned grass, I feel like you can't see him as much. And the city's kind of cool, but it doesn't really make sense, I guess, with the rest of this. I love the detail in the grass. I love the little flowers. And I like that the further back you get it, it's less detailed. But this back mountain just kind of feels a little incomplete to me. And the river overall just like is very weird. I should have looked at a reference for that. So overall, all that being said, I still really like the piece. But let me show you how I've sort of tried to mitigate some of those things. So this is what I've got so far. It's still not done, but I already like it a lot better. The fact that we've got a really dark and kind of stormy background, I think gives it a little bit higher contrast between the tent and the hills. And you'll notice that's how I solved the green on green problem, is now there's a tent. So the big block of purple breaks him up and you can still see him. I like the idea of telling stories around a campfire, but why is it during the daytime? And so that's part of why it's at night. But of course, then you can't really have a campfire if it's raining and stormy. So we have our lantern that I'm still working on. I made the grass a little bit longer, and I think the brush strokes like give it a really nice motion. So I'm going to go back in and sort of blur the further away ones, or I guess smudge them. But I really like that, and I really like the raindrops. In terms of what's left, gotta finish the lantern, need to draw the friend, and then I need to make this foreground and background kind of merge a little better. So get some grass in there, maybe get some highlights on the tent. But yeah, just thought I'd share. So there you go.